Hiyo, Cryo here. Welcome back to my Pokemon Yellow Randomizer Nuzlocke Let's Play. So, today's episode, we will be heading down to Cinna-Bar Island. Or as I like to call it, Cinna-Chocolate-Bar Island. Well, it's mostly just the title. That is the title of the video. Cinna-Chocolate-Bar Island. I never actually used to call it that. I just thought it's a good pun. So anyways, we're back here in Pallet Town. This is Pyro's sister's house. Never got the town map from her at all. Don't intend to either, because I don't really need it. When you use Fly, you can see all the town names that you would normally see with the town map. And yeah.
Cryo, if you drive your Pokemon too hard, they'll dislike you. You should take a rest.
Alright, thank you, Mother.
Oh good, you and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now.
Yeah, alright, so we should be good to head on down. But first I'd like to let's visit Professor Oak, see how he's been. And also I'll see if I remember what his voice is. It's been a while. It's like episode 1. So yeah. Good to see you. How's your Pokédex coming? Here, let me take a look. Pokédex completion is... let me see here. Sorry, I need to put aside my club materials real quick before I can look at your Pokédex. Now, let's see here. 138 Pokemon seen and 21 caught. My rating, you still need more Pokemon. Try to catch other species, you Pokemon scrub. Anyways, since you don't have my club materials, why aren't you out getting them? I mean, I specifically told you and not my grandson to get club materials. You still don't know what those are, do you, boy? Well, let me tell you. Oh wait, no, come back! Alright, well, I'm glad I got out of there before you start telling me about club materials. So, yeah, there is a route below here, or below Pallet Town. Well, it's not really a route, per se. So there's like the water route, and then there's like this grass route over there to the right side. So this is going to be my encounter for the water section, I guess. Because I always kind of counted the water as part of the route below Pallet Town, and the grass as part of actually Pallet Town. Because I think when you're like in the grass section, it shows you as being in Pallet Town on the town map, or when you fly. At least I think so. Anyways, alright, Slowpoke was caught. So I don't foresee us using the Slowpoke, either the dopey Pokemon. Incredibly slow and sluggish. It is quite content to loll about without worrying about the time. Man, yeah, so this Slowpoke would be great for quarantine, it lolls about, doesn't worry about the time. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's what I named it. Yeah, I named it Quarantine, that's right. It's all coming back to me now, don't worry, guys. And the name just barely fits into the name slot. And by just barely, I mean it exactly fits into there. It's like sliding a circle puzzle piece into another circle puzzle piece where it's missing. And that wasn't a good analogy. I was also taking a sip. I was taking a sip of the liquid. Ah, Kabuto. That's right. I can never decide where the eyes are on Kabuto. At least for this Gen 1 sprite. So I think that the eyes are like on top of its shell there. Like those two little black dots. But also those like two little circles or like ovals below the shell, like just below the bridge of the, I guess, nose? Or I don't know what you call that. But at the front of the shell, just below that, I think those are supposed to be its legs. Just like a, kind of shorter and more in the shadow of the shell. But they look like eyes, So it looks like it has two pairs of eyes, I don't know. You know, good old 4 eyes. Yeah, no, I think I went ahead and called it Orochimaru. I was gonna name it Kabuto, because there's a character in Naruto that goes by the name of Kabuto. But I can't nickname a Pokemon its own name, right? So I had to give it a different nickname, so I just named it Orochimaru, who is the snake Sanin of the Leaf Village, who happens to be Orochimaru's evil boss. And if I remember correctly, Orochimaru also fits perfectly into the, is it 10 character limit? So I think it's 10 characters in Generation 1, and after that it's like 12. I'm not sure which generation starts being 12 characters, but it's not Generation 1. Alright, so now we can finally go on our merry way to Cinna-Bar Island. Talk to this fisherman here. You want to know if the fish are biting? Well, so do I. I'm a fisherman. My living comes from fish. Gentleman wants to fight. So there are 2 specific trainer classes then. Because I know the last trainer class was switched out with a gent. I remember that distinctly. So I guess either the Pokemon Randomizer ran out of trainer classes and just started making some up, or there's just 2 separate classes, Gent and Gentleman, which I thought Gent was short for Gentleman. I'm pretty sure it probably is. But yeah. So down goes Eevee. What we got next? A Magmar. Starting to look like our rival over here. Look at that brave, duck-faced, fired creature. Very brave of him to stand up against my Steelhorn Nidoking, even though he's not a Steel type. We have finally arrived on the Cinna-Bar Island. I went ahead and fought a whole bunch of swimmers, and it was a good time. Hey, old fella. The scientists conduct experiments in the burned-out building. Well, thank you. I will go and visit them after I visit the Pokemon Center and Pokemon Mart. Hey there, fellow scientist who looks very much like Team Rocket. It never hurts to have extra items. Gee. Well, that's nice. And when I say Team Rocket, I don't mean like the classic Team Rocket grunt. I mean the Team Rocket scientist, which we just saw in Sylph Company. Is probably the last place we saw them. Anyways, we're gonna buy some hyper potions, some full heals. Be nice and tasty full heals, and obviously can't use revives because you know that'd be cheating. And Nuzlocke to use revives. I mean, I'm sure there's some variations where you can use them in battle or something, but typically speaking, it's against the rules. Alright. And it's heading here just to save the fly location, so you can fly back to Cinna-Bar as our little pixelated heart desires. And see, Cinna-Bar Island is no exception to having sad Chansies beside Nurse Joy. We have to see you again. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Thank you. Alright. Let's head on in. And, yeah, I got my fossils with me. The old Amber, Dome Fossil. We're good to go. And, yeah, I got plenty of hyper potions. So I guess I'll check out to see if there are any interesting trades, because the trades are also randomized in this game. I found this very strange fossil on Mount Moon. I think it's a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Is that the same guy from Mount Moon? Who took the fossils? Anyways. Hello there, do you want to trade your Nidorino for Vulpix? Well, if you don't want to. Yeah, no, I have a Nidoking. Don't have a Nidorino. Even then, I probably would not trade for that. Hiya! I am important doctor. I study here rare fossil Pokemon. Have you a fossil for me? I have fossil for you, yes. Oh, that is, don't fossil. Sorry, I'm trying to speak his language. Which is English, but it's an interesting English. It is fossil of Geodude, a Pokemon that is already extinct. I mean, he's not. Geodude isn't extinct. But sure, if you say so. You're the Doc. A resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time. You go for a walk for a little while. And when he says go for a walk, he means exit the building completely, not exit the room. You have to exit the building and re-enter the building. You know, and then he's gonna be all like, oh, you were late. You know, you were gone for so long. The other professor, where are you? Yeah, Fossil is back to life. Well, actually, he's a doctor, not a professor. Or a scientist? I don't know. You want to give a nickname to Geodude? Of course. Of course we do. So, you know, like he's like a dude. He's a Geodude. How about a what'd I name him? Geobro? I might have named him. And then, yeah, get a hyphen in there. Yeah, Geobro. There we go. And Geobro is going into the box. Hiya, I am Important Doctor. I study here rare Pokemon fossils. Have you a fossil for me? Oh, that is Old Amber. It is fossil of Marowak. I mean, that's pretty good. A Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So it'll be like a backup for Steelhorn. Also, it does have a naturally learned move, Bone Meringue. You might already know it. Whereas Nidoking needs to be taught Ground type move. I mean, in this generation, not in all the generations. Specifically, Generation 1. Where were you? Your fossil's back to life. Heroes of Marowak, like I think. Like I said, you're the Doc. You know what's up. So, yeah, I could potentially use them in the future. A bit of a spoiler alert. I don't. Actually, that's a pretty big spoiler, actually. Well, actually, it's not a huge spoiler. Give a nickname. Yeah, we'll give a nickname to Marowak. We shall name him... Actually, what did I name him? I think I named him Bone to Pick. And it would have been nice if, if there were numbers in the text in Generation 1, but there is not. You have to type out 2, the word 2, I know. It's so much trouble to type out 2. Not like the number 2 written out, but like actual 2. Yeah, Bone to Pick, welcome to the Not team, and go to the PC box. Goodbye. What kind of trade do you have? I'm looking for Venusaur. Wanna trade one for a Weedle? Yeah, no. Oh, well. Yeah, that's a terrible trade. What? Who in their right mind would trade a Venusaur for a Weedle? Like, your Weedle better be shiny and have perfect IV stats or something. Because otherwise, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a bit of a bad trade. I mean, it's a great trade for you, if you actually pull it off. Okay, here we are. Boy, that floor is not great to look at. It's very straining on the eyes. Hey there, fellow robber. I can't get out. This old place is one big puzzle. That's how all robbers talk. I bet you didn't know that. But now you do. Artisan wants to fight. Well, I mean, sure, I guess, if, you know, in his perspective, crime probably is an art. It's a form of art, so he could be classified as an artisan on a technicality. Sure, I'm not gonna... I mean, I don't condone, you know, going out doing crimes, but if you gotta call yourself an artisan, that's where it's at. Alright, send out a Marowak. Hey, I know Marowak. I just got one. Yeah, sorry to see you go. But my bird is not like your large bone. Oh no, my big loot. I'm sorry about your loot. But I got a scoot. Oh, that was the name of one of my episode titles, I think. Like cycle, play flute, then scoot, I think. Oddish. So this is my encounter for the place. I don't really want an Oddish though, that's the thing. Like, it'd be a decent backup, I guess, but like, I mean, yeah. My team is doing great already. I don't expect to lose too many other teammates, so I should be fine. Just skipping the encounter. I mean, I know typically Nuzlocke, you want to take advantage of every single encounter you get and capture all of them, if possible. Hey, Slowpoke. It's not always. I mean, it's not always the case. I mean, in most games. In some of the games like Pokemon Platinum, definitely get every single encounter you can, because your Pokemon will drop like flies. Well, they would drop like flies if it were a normal Nuzlocke run, where none of the AI Pokemon gets swapped around, just the Pokemon you encounter. Or I mean, like, by AI Pokemon I mean like the trainer Pokemon, gym leaders, Elite Four, stuff like that. Because Cynthia's team, and well, a lot of the teams actually, but specifically Cynthia's team, will shred your team to pieces at the very end. Unless it's a randomizer run, and the trainer's Pokemon are randomized. Then it's really down to luck. If Cynthia happens to get a legendary Pokemon on her team, thanks to the randomizer, then that's very unfortunate. But she could also have, like, I don't know, a Kakuna and, I don't know, a Kricketot or something. Alright, Nidoqueen. I see you there, arms open wide looking to receive my hug. I'll give you a hug with a nice and warm hug of Ice Beam. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'll cut back to you once I get further into this mansion. Okay, well it turns out I was like a couple steps away from getting further down. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here, except for me. I'm just all lonely being a scientist. Hello, it's me, the scientist, the performer. I perform science experiments. And it's Mr. Mime. Hey there, Mr. Mime. I bet you don't fancy a fly. Ooh, barrier. That actually might stop me from one-hit killing you. Yeah, alright. You know, respect. Respect for taking a fly from a Articuno that's like, what, 17 levels above you? It's pretty good. It's like a fourth, like 25% larger level. Larger level? That doesn't seem right. Stronger level? More leveled? Anywho. So, got a Ninetales. Hey Naruto, how you doing? If I ever got a Naruto in any of my Nuzlocke, you can bet your bottom that I would name it Naruto. But yeah, hopefully I wouldn't get in trouble with the with TV Tokyo for that one. For Shonen Jump, or I'm not sure what the technical company name is that produces Naruto. Or at least deals with the legal side of things. Like, unless you're scouring the internet looking at Pokemon Nuzlocks that have, like, that have no viewership, right? Like, not a lot of views. They're like, hey, that one guy called Cryo, he used the name Naruto. We better put a claim on his channel. That's what I imagine that they would talk like and say. Oh, they got a nice lemonade. Well, that'd be helpful if we ever decide to have a nice little picnic. Let's head on down here, and it's a Jinx. Well, yeah, that was fun. TM08, that's Body Slam, if I remember correctly. And I do, it is Body Slam. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone really needs Body Slam on my team. I guess maybe Belly Boy, if anybody. Not sure what kind of move Steel Run has. Poison Sting is pretty weak. I might get rid of that, yeah. This Poison Sting has like base 15 power. And although it's a stab move on Nidoking, it just does not do enough. And not enough things are weak to poison in this generation. And it's another Artisan with a Dratini. I might have mentioned this at some point, that I thought Dratini had an eye in it, or like a third eye. Not like the physical third eye, like the letter I. Like D-R-A, or yeah, D-R-A-I-T-I-N-I. Like Dratini. Because that's how I always pronounce it, you know, Dragonair, Dragonite, Dratini. It's actually Dratini, and there's no third eye. Sounds like I'm talking about some kind of cult or something. Alright. So, Lickitung. No licking for you today, my good sir. Instead, you will feel the fury of my feathered foul friend. Ow! Oh, alright. I didn't know you were part dog. Alright, cool. Well, you learn something new every day. The Artisan turned out to be a werewolf. So let's go across this picnic blanket floor. And old Drio. You know what they say, 3 heads is better than being dead. Or something like that. Switch around these Pokemon levels. Make sure everyone is getting the love they deserve. And Ninetales, hey Naruto. I'm gonna be a ninja and just take you out. Unlike Minato and Kushina. Yeah, I couldn't think of Naruto's mom's name for a second there. A lot of you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe you've never seen Naruto. If you haven't, you should totally watch it. It's a great show. And I don't care if you watch the dub or the sub. You know, some people are like, oh, the sub is clearly superior, which it is in many aspects. That doesn't mean that you should hate on people who enjoy the dub, right? It's a free world, you know. Sub and dub can exist in the same universe and work together instead of clash with each other. You know, I started watching the series. I actually watched both the original Naruto and the Naruto Shippuden. Watched both of those completely through with dubs, so I kind of got used to those voices. It's easier to follow along with the story if it's in your native language. You don't have to focus too much on reading subtitles. Yeah. I enjoy watching the sub just as much. I started watching the sub during Boruto, which is another touchy subject because a lot of people hate Boruto. And I can see the points that they make, you know, when they're like, oh, here's why I don't like it. And I get that. But I'm one of those people that just enjoys anything. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's like I'll go see a movie, and I'll be like, hey, that was a really good movie. And everyone else will be like, oh no, it was a terrible movie, I hated it. So it's really difficult for me to discern, you know, what's actually good or bad. But I get to enjoy everything. Well, most things. I shouldn't say everything, that's a very loose term, but... Oh, look at the time! Well, until next time, remember to stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next video.